Hello, everybody. I'm a practicing therapist and a doctoral student of psychology. Today, I want to talk about why avoidants avoid future conversations, future talks, why they do not, it's not just not include you in the future. It might be that they literally avoid these conversations. And a lot of you guys will say, well, if they avoid conversations, that means they don't like me. I wish it was that simple. That's not true. I have seen couples, I've worked with them, I'm working with some of them right now, where a person is literally with them. They're together for 5 years. They see each other like maybe 3 or 4 times a week. Maybe they're planning to move in together. And so they're a couple, right? They're a couple. Some of them are married and they still avoid future talks. And an example of future talks, so you know what I'm talking about, is maybe you might say, in in 2 years, can we think about buying a property in Alabama? Like, I want to buy a property in Alabama. Can we move in together and buy a house in Alabama? Okay. And they might be like, well, I'm not sure. I don't know. I can't speak to that. Who knows if I'm even going to be, around? Who knows if I lose my job? And so they look at things so logical that, like, you might think, okay, do you want to move in with me we move to Alabama, if we ever do? They don't like all of that. Like, the thing is, they're not sure how to answer it because there are lots of things that they can't control, and avoidants don't like when they're not in control. And so I hope that example made some sense. And so I'm going to talk about 5 of the reasons that avoidants don't like talking about the future, that have nothing to do with them not liking you, so that you understand why this is occurring. The first one is they don't like hypotheticals because they don't think it's necessary, and they also don't know how to control it. Hypotheticals. Are we gonna, like, when I move, can one day we move to Alabama and buy a house? Okay, that is hypothetical. Nobody's moving to Alabama yet. Nobody knows if they're gonna have jobs. It's just hypothetical. Why are you asking it? You're probably asking, do you want a future with me? Do you like me? If I had to go to Alabama tomorrow, would you come with me? That's what you're actually trying to figure out. They have no clue because it's not happening right now. They don't know. If you ask, do you like me? They'll say yes. Has anything changed between us? No. That's not hypothetical. That is right now. Are you going to like me in 5 years? I don't know. And then people will think that means an avoidant doesn't like you. No, it's because they don't know if they might hit their head and forget their memory. They're so specific and so concerned about these things. The hypotheticals really confuse them. And if you're a person who you feel like you're in a relationship with an avoidant and you don't really know where it's going, but you feel like it's romantic, you feel like there's a connection and you're not really sure, you're not even sure if this person is avoidant, but there's something, you can book a call with me and we can talk about it. We are able to talk about a lot of things, and I've seen so many different cases that likely what you are dealing with, I've seen it before and I have a solution for you. However, some people, that's not in their means. And so that's why I have an email service. You can email me as well and write as many details as you want, and I will get back to you. I'm not going to judge you, I promise. And so I do want you guys to be comfortable, if that's in your means, to use those services so that you guys don't suffer and feel confused anymore, okay? Because the future talk thing particularly is something that you guys bring up a lot, and it triggers you. And then I look at the case and I think, well, it's not really, you guys are doing fine. I understand that this bothers you, but it's not that they're going to leave you tomorrow, or that nothing like that. You guys have been locked in for many years. It's not, I can tell you why it's happening. I can tell you how we can get them to get more comfortable opening up. But normally you guys are thinking, oh my God, this is a sign they're going to break up with me. Should I prepare? And that's not it at all. So I don't want you guys to get distressed. I feel bad because I want you guys to be happy and I want your relationships to work. And I don't want you to be sad about something that's not actually happening. Okay. The next one is they don't want to say something into the future that they don't have control of. This is what we talked about very briefly in the beginning of this, right? They can't control the future fully. You're not asking them to control the future at all. I know you would never do that. It's that they think they put that responsibility onto themselves. What if I say something and it doesn't happen? Then you're going to get mad at me in the future that I didn't do it. What if, not that this would ever happen, I hope not. What if I forget my memory? What if I pass away and I'm no longer there? And I promised you that we would get married and it never happened. Now you're going to be mad at me even though I'm no longer